Hello and welcome to the Hayden Show, where I'm very clear, not Hayden, but I'm your stand-in Hayden for today, since she's still unwell. Another slight change here is the fact that it's not Cloak and Dagger, because for some reason, Series 1 isn't on Amazon Prime free, but Series 2 is, and you can't access it on anything other than buying it yet, so we're going to hold off on that for a couple of weeks. And instead, we're going to move on to the Hulu ones for the time being. So to kick that off, we're going to be taking a look at Runaways. So I have her notes written all down here nicely in a massive fuck off paragraph. So of course, Runaways is about a group of former friends who come together and basically fight their parents who are in a cult. Pretty simple premise. Okay, so in a note, she said, the idea of these 6 friends all falling out and becoming distant to each other because of the death of one of theirs, Amy, the glue that kept them all together is very interesting, although done before, like shows such as Pretty Little Liars. However, it has the Marvel spin to it where each member has their own pair of sorts, except Alex. Well, obviously you only get 2 sort of pair reveals in this properly. Obviously you get Molly, who Chase insults, goes, and Marley! I'm sorry, I got nothing against you at all here. Obviously she has some sort of animalistic strength. And obviously you see Carolina. It's lucky I got the fun code there. Who has obviously some glowing ability, which at first you think is drugs, but reveal of not drugs, because she's still got a drug in her pocket. And all the others are, there's sort of hints, obviously the magic aspect of Nico. Just look at she's here, so tell me names. Obviously the the tech side of Chase. Obviously the only real one that's not sort of real hints is obviously Gert. Well, yeah, other than the dinosaur she has eventually. And obviously Alex just a smarty pants who eventually gets a gun. Yeah, I just basically said that. Okay, skip that paragraph. She also likes how each character is dealing with their own problems. Alex is feeling alone and struggling with the death of his friend. Nicola is dealing with her controlling mother, as well as the fact her sister is gone. Carolyn is dealing with the bullying of her mother's religion, which caused basically her to want to rebel, since everyone's basically slamming her for basically being in a cult. There's also hints to her sexuality. My words aren't getting anywhere today. Her sexuality, which is revealed later on in the series. Chase is dealing with his abusive father, as well as trying to fit in as a jock, while also being a tech-savvy character. Gert is struggling with being an outcast and constantly sees every interaction as an argument, while Molly's dealing with pains that come with puberty, which is her case in her emerging powers. She also loves how Carolina's powers look, especially as it has the rainbow effect, which pair well with her being a lesbian. The mystery of the parents' secret pride meetings are interesting, as you want to know what the fuck is going on. Also, the cliffhanger at the end when they sacrifice the runaway girl from the start is pretty good. Yeah, it's one of those very mysterious pilots where you don't really know too much. I know the next episode is basically the same episode, but from the parents' point of view. Let's get the episode title up, because episode title is Reunion, which makes sense for episode 1. But yeah, it's obviously the next episode is basically the same plot just for the parents. But obviously that mystery angle, obviously they got to build each character to come together. Obviously there's hints that they used to be together before, and then slowly come together towards the end where they all turn up at his front door and he's like, hey guys, you're all here. Oh, except one. Oh, there you are. Hello. And then you see the bickering again that you saw earlier in the episode before obviously they eventually find the cult and like, oh shit. And the cult half sees them but doesn't know it's them just yet, but it's kind of obvious it's going to be them. And basically, yeah. So there's a very mysterious side to this pilot, and eventually, obviously, when it finally gets going, the series, obviously the mystery is kind of pushed out because you know, there's no mystery to unfold. It's there for you to see in all its glory. And obviously, it's one of the shows where when they all start revealing their abilities, it starts to become a bit more interesting. So obviously, I say Chase the hints at his gauntlets that he's going to get, obviously, when he's drawing it. Nico's magical aspect, which, again, is nothing that slowly gets introduced. And then Gert's Raptor, which we got to see a bit of in this. And I can't remember if it's practical or digital. I think it's practical in this, isn't it? But I can't remember if it's digital going forward. Is it mixture, maybe? Yeah, I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched this. I only saw Series 1 and I think a bit of Series 2. It's like a lot of the non-MCU shows. I watch bits of it, get to a point like, okay, I need to watch the next episode, forget it, and then it's on Series 3 and it's been cancelled, and it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, it's one of those very mysterious shows, and yeah, this is where Hayden would basically take control of this show, since I wasn't fully concentrating, because I never have to with this, because it's her show. So she just gave me all the notes that are there, so I can't really say too much more. I enjoyed the pilot, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the first series. I thought it was a decent first series. And it was a good, basically, Hulu series. And obviously they followed that up with another one, which I really enjoyed, which got bad mouths and cancelled after one series. And they also followed it up with not doing Ghost Rider. Thanks, Hulu / Disney. So yeah, I'm just going to get straight to a bullshit ass rating. So she gave this Runaways pilot. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, we're doing the pilot still. So this is where she'd take over and do fucking everything in this show, because we're still doing the Marvel pilots. Can you come back next week, please? I don't want to do any more of this by myself. I've done 2 today. Oh, but yeah. So she gave the Runaways. Marvel's Runaways. And I'll put the. I'm too used to everything having that in front of it now. Marvel's Runaways, a rating of 87 out of 10. Which, if I then switch to her non-notes and to my notes, where is it? There we go. 87. Okay. Runaways, yeah. 87, yeah. Okay, so that slots Runaways just behind Luke Cage and into the 8th position, knocking the Gifted into 9th, and the Incredible Hulk now in the hot seat of number 10, which means Iron Fist joins the extended canon of Series 4. We're very close to getting a top 15, but obviously we don't count anything past 10 until after the show is finished, and then I show what the rest of the ranking looks like. But yeah, Runaways slots nicely into 8th, and there's a few that I've got a feeling I know some of these are going to get knocked out very shortly. But yeah, anyway, so my question is, would you like to see them do another Runaways team within the MCU, since that's how it would be now? And if so, what members would you like to see used for the Runaways? This is where she'd also try and answer the question, but she's not here, so she can go fuck herself. X23, I'm guessing. Okay, she's symbolizing X23. Okay, so that's this episode sorted. Next week we'll move on to the other Hulu show, which is Hellstrom, the one that came out in 2020, I believe it was. It took a while before it came out over here. And then we'll then move on back to Cloak and Dagger, because I can sort out actually getting that so we can watch it. But either way, I hope you enjoy this very solo, non-Hayden show. And I'll see you for Hellstrom, with hopefully her back in position to do stuff. My mind's gone dead now. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and we will hopefully see you next time. If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And well, I'll see you on the next video.